giving us two choices. Either you are unhappy but yourself, or you are still unhappy but you are accepted by the group. I have three arguments today. Firstly, people don't always succeed in conforming. Secondly, what is diversity? And then I would like to link that with why society values diversity. First, I would like to rebut some. We feel that encouraging people to be themselves is not only to the advantage of themselves, but also to the advantage of the society. And therefore, we feel that government does not really understand why certain stereotypes in society is not the best way to go. They are basically accepting discrimination. We feel it's better to stand against discrimination. As we've seen in the past, how discrimination leads to a lot of conflict, a lot of belemmering of growth and development, and it creates an environment where people are not happy and where they are in conflict with each other, because they are constantly trying to be better than you and to prove you that my qualities is better than yours. We want to prove to people that all qualities are equal, although they are different. You said acceptance is the key. Why would we want acceptance? So that the same groups that are currently existing can continue to rule this world with no interference from new thinkers, from people that's thinking outside of the box. When we accept the status quo, we are going ahead at a trend we are going currently. And I do not feel that that is the best way to go. We can always grow and we can always improve. No, thank you. Furthermore, I would like to say that when you try to conform to something, you are trying to change something that you are sometimes born with. It's your personality. You cannot change this. You can give a front that you changed this, but you still have it. The moment when you are put under pressure, or when life gets too tough with stress and things like that, your true self is going to come to front. And then people are going to judge you even more, because then you are not part of this group and you are a fake member of this group. You faked it, and therefore they will judge you even more. No, thank you. My first argument is people don't always succeed in conformation. I would like to give you the example of a nerd who wants to become a jock. A jock is more socially acceptable than a nerd. So this nerd tries to be a jock. The chance of failure is so big. And when this person feels he failed at being accepted by society, he failed at being one of the in crowd, this is where you get problems like teen depression, like suicide. You get people who do not value the quality of life anymore. I am not what life wants me to be, and therefore I am not as important as everybody else, and I do not have the same right to quality of life as them. I do not have the right to practice what I enjoy and to say what I think, because then society will not accept me. You do not have a good quality of life. So why is quality of life so important? You only have one life, and you need to be happy in this life. To conform does not lead to happiness. It leads to a false image that you constantly have to concentrate on to uphold. This creates stress on you, and it puts an enormous stress on you with this huge chance of failure. Because when you fail, people will judge you even more. You were not when you're not a member of this group, but you try to be a member of this group and you were a fake member. You failed. And furthermore, we see that in this, when we want people to look like the socially acceptable norm, there are people who judge. Either you are part of this norm or you are not. And why do people judge? It's because they have the safe haven of this group supporting them. I am a jock, so I have all of these other jocks that's going to stand with me when I pick on the nerd. But when you realize that everybody is different, you are different than all those other jocks in that group, you will start realizing that you need to appreciate differences in people, and you cannot judge them anymore because you are just as different as everybody else. And therefore, we feel that when people understand differences in each other, there will be less conflict, they will be happier, and they will have a bigger quality of life because they can say what they want, they can be who they want without other people judging them because they have a whole group to support them.
One point now.
No, thank you. Okay, my second argument is, what is diversity? Okay, diversity is difference. But it's not only difference in race, in culture and religion, it's difference in personality. I would like to give you an example of twins. They have the example, or identical twins. They have identical genetic sammenstelling, yet they are different. The personalities are different. And we feel when you have a lot of people personalities, we as society can value differentiation much more than we are currently doing it. Currently, our idea of differentiation is that group, that group, that group, that group. When we remove those groups and people are individuals, we will see how society will grow. And I would like to prove this to you. Diversity is valued by society because it is linked to innovation. When you have a diverse group of people who have diverse minds, you have diverse thoughts, you have diverse needs, and needs is the key thing here. When you have diverse needs, you have a diverse amount of people who are trying to fulfill these needs. Say, I don't like mint toothpaste. Okay, never mind, I'm quickly going to say this.
Don't you think that the status quo further alienates minorities by directing their individualism that leads to that sort of like discrimination? Do you think it's better for them to opt into a system of collective identity?
No, because when there are groups, there's still going to be individuals that not conform to these groups, that cannot fit into a group. So when we say we are removing all these groups, everybody is an individual, respect individuals more, then we will create growth in our society. Okay, as I said, it's linked to innovation. When there's different needs, there is different markets and different providers for these needs. Therefore, we have more choice. Apart from that, we have development. Different people come up with different ideas. They do not feel, I cannot mention this because maybe other people will not accept this. If we look at social media that government brought up, who thought of that? The nerds thought of that. Nerds are socially unacceptable. If we take away this group and we say, rather be jobs, rather play like rugby, don't play computer games, there will not be development. We need all these different groups. We need all these different thinkers in order to get life experience. You need a person who's going to go and climb a mountain to come back and tell you it is a hard thing to do. You need different people. Why? Because we want people to think more critically. And therefore, we want to encourage people to be themselves because groups are not the way forward. Thank you.